everyone, Leigh from Bloody Brush Studio here. A long time since we've done a report. I highly apologise for that. Life has been a little bit crazy for both myself and Dirk, who's joining us again.
Thank you for having me again.
Oh, no worries, no worries. What have you been up to lately, Dirk?
I've got a second child, so they take up a lot of time. So yeah, I haven't been doing too much Warhammer at the moment. But I did do a Primaris army. Usually I do Tau, so I've done something a little bit different. This was before the Codex happened, so I didn't just jump on board the bandwagon. I just wanted...
It's a good bandwagon, don't worry about that too much.
So yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, excellent. And I got a new job, and which took up a lot of time now. I'm sort of getting a little bit more free time, which is great. And I also have a kid on the way, so time is going to be really taken up. But I am moving into a new house, which is going to mean a better place to do filming. I can actually do more stuff. So I should hopefully be doing more content.
The kids will play together. They can do their own thing while we do our own thing.
We can lock them down in the basement. I've got a basement they can hang out in, you know. We'll feed them dribs and drabs and all that stuff. No, we won't do that. So anyway, today what we're going to do is a 1,350 point game, which is basically practice for Arcanacon. So if you go back quite a few battle reports ago, Dirk and I did a couple of practice games, I think, in prep for Arc, which is Victoria's largest 40k tournament. Very hobby-centric. With that one as well, we did a review of the player pack. The player pack is essentially the same.
Yep, but there's maybe one alteration, I think.
Yeah, I think something to do a little bit with the scoring in regards to paint. There might be a little bit change in the way they do the battle points, not much, but we'll explain that when we do the mission a bit later. But yeah, basically we're just going to try and throw down now with a brand new codex of Primaris Marines. Yep. I do have the new Drazar model. Anyone that follows my Instagram would have seen my Drazar pop up on there. He's alright.
He's pretty sexy.
Yeah, I'm trying to push the painting skills a little bit, so yeah, so basically what we'll do is have a little bit of chat about Arc, I guess, and then we'll go into our armies, and then once we deploy everything up, we'll then quickly go over the mission. So, Dirk, Arc.
Fantastic tournament, about 200 people last year, so I think they're still going to get around that mark this year, next year, 2020. Yeah, very hobby-centric, a lot of very cool themed armies.
Yes.
So yeah, that's fantastic. I've kind of done a themed army loosely based around a bit of Halo, the video game, but then obviously trying to incorporate the Primaris Marines. Yeah, it's nothing too crazy with the theme, but just something a bit of fun, and yeah, just really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. Like tournament-wise, I'm not going to be really attending much next year because baby's due around March, so end of March. So Arc is the start of March, or end of Feb, start of March. So yeah, but yeah, it's a very hobby-centric tournament. I'm going to get a new display board done up purely for my Drukhari army, if they're the ones I'm going to take. Because last year I did Death Guard. Lucky enough, got third. If you also remember, I played against the guy that came first, Leigh in a game, which is only not that long ago we did that, and I haven't done many reports since. But yeah, he came first, I came third. Yeah, awesome game. But yeah, this time I'm trying to take something a little bit more challenging, I guess. Because the Death Guard just for some reason did really well. I don't know why.
Board control.
Yeah, it was just good board control because everything is scored. You just accumulate points at Arc, so there's no win, loss, draw. You just have to accumulate points, and I think that was a bit strange for some people to play it that way, especially if they haven't played ITC style missions.
Well, they did do it a little bit differently. Yeah, the scoring was everybody could pretty much, even a draw, you could score highly. Like both teams, there was no real winner or loser the way they did it, which was really fun. So everybody had a good time, which was perfect. I finished 9th. I didn't have as great a board control, but yeah, still that was the best finish that I've done so far.
We both kicked ass. That was good. It feels good. We've got to try and do it again now.
We pretty much won every game, but it goes down to painting and everything else, sportsmanship.
Yeah. I guess let's chat about the armies that we're taking. So there is something with Arcanacon. They do something called Arcforge Detachment. So it's basically like the old school. If you go back to 4th, 5th edition, where it's like minimum 2 HQ, 2 troops. And then you've got maximum of 3 in every other slot. Some are only 2.
Yeah, 2 heavy support, I think, and then but maybe 2 or 3 fast attack, 3 max elite.
Yeah, something like that. So, and it gets you bonus command points and bonus points towards the tournament. So you can take up to 2 detachments of something else. So you can take like a patrol and a battalion, or you can take 2 battalions if you wanted to. But then in 1350 points, you're really going to be sort of stretching it. And then because they do panel comp on there, you do get comped harder, so that takes off your score.
Well, that's the one of the changes. The panel comp is now the players that you play against. They will comp you depending on how hard your list is.
Yeah, so that's pretty, you know, if you take a soft list but you still play well.
Yep.
Oh.
Just don't table them.
Yeah, let them play to turn 4 or something or 5, I don't know. But yeah, so basically I've tried to fit an army into that Arcforged attachment, so it has Dirk. So tell us, what is in your list?
Well, they've also got a grading for tick box, so taking more points in troops, only 2 fly units, maximum of 2 vehicles. I think that was pretty much it. That's everything.
Something like that.
Something like that. So I've taken Grav Captain. I'm probably not going to do Chapter Master just because of the command points and the way I've set my army up. I've taken a Lieutenant. Now I'm playing Raven Guard Successor, so I've got the Exterribus or something or other. That relic that is pretty good for sniping characters on my Lieutenant. I've got 2 10-man intercessor squads. They've got power fists in each of those and 1 grenade launcher, auxiliary grenade launcher, whatever it's called. Then I've got a 5-man squad, also with a power fist and grenade launcher. Then I've got an elite choice of 5 aggressors with the Bolt Storm. And then I've got 3 Inceptors in the fast attack with the Bolters. I've paid a command point to give the Sergeant the 2 damage, whatever it is, can't remember what it's called. 2 damage on his weapon, which is pretty sweet for when they deep strike in turn 2. We've got the tactical doctrine in, so strength 5, -2, damage 2 on 6 shots, which is pretty good, especially if I'm targeting characters with the +1 to wound and +1 to hit. Then I've got heavy support, so I've got 3 eliminators with the bolt snipers, and then I've got the big tank. So I've got the Repulsor Executioner, which I just love the model. I really think it looks like the old mammoth tanks from Command & Conquer, which I loved. So I've tried to do a little bit of a conversion on there to put missiles on the side to make it look a bit more like that, which I really liked, and I really loved the model. So that was one of the reasons to get back into Primaris and Space Marines. So he's kitted out with all the weapons. So pretty good list. I'm using the Bolter reroll 1s. I can't remember, Bolter something or other discipline thing.
And what chapter?
I'm using Raven Guard Successor, and then using my custom. So I'm using that Bolter reroll 1s because basically my whole army uses Bolters, which is really helpful for Raven Guard. I think just having that little bit of board control. I don't have to have my characters like basically holding down the fort and keeping everybody the re-rolls. I can pretty much re-roll and have my guys all over the board, which is pretty cool. And I've also got stealthy, so the +1 basically being in cover outside of 12, which is pretty cool.
It's very good, very good. So I've just quickly got it here. Basically, the tick box. So +3 points for most points spent in troops than any other category. +1 for taking 1 total detachment, Arcforged, that as well. 0 to 2 units with the monster keyword. 0 to 3 units with the vehicle keyword, and 0 to 2 units with the fly keyword. They all get you 2 points as well. So my list, unfortunately, playing Drukhari, I can't really hit those tick boxes. Otherwise,
you'd have to have a very soft list.
Oh yeah, it'd be
and a very slow list.
Yeah, you could take Homunculus Covens, but yeah, that'd still be very slow as well, and it'd be very tough. So let's go with the Drukhari list. So obviously, this is going to be a little bit tougher to get these tick boxes, but it's not a bad thing.
I'll just make note that my list ticks all of those boxes, and it is still a very, very juicy list.
Yeah, mine doesn't have as much juice, but it'll definitely take your juice, because that's what Drukhari do. So, in my list, I am taking Drazza, because he is just such a cool model. He's got an updated data sheet. He is just a baller in combat. So he only has 4 attacks, but you know what he gets to do on turn? He charges and stuff like that.
I do not, but I'm expecting...
He can attack again.
Oh.
Or he can use these Demi-Claves and he gets 6 attacks and he gets 6 attacks again. So he can really just do what he wants. It's pretty good. And then obviously he buffs Incubi as well. So I'm taking 5 Incubi. In my actual arc list, I'm probably going to take 9 Incubi. But however, I don't have the models painted yet. I take a really long time to paint, so sorry. So I'm just running something a little bit different today instead. But you know, that might actually be really powerful. And I'm like, oh. So the other thing I'm taking as well in the HQ slot is just an Archon. He is not the Warlord, but he's taking a relic. He has the Gin Blade, which is the one that gives you, I think, some +1 strength. It's got good damage, but he can hurt himself with it. But it is very good at chopping people up, so he's got that. Then I'm also taking in the Elite slot. Now, this is where it's interesting. I'm taking 4 members of the Court of the Archon, so 3 Urgles and a Larmian. So they don't have the character keyword, but they are a single unit. So you can just move them wherever you want. Yeah, it's interesting. So if I do play it wrong, someone please let me know if they are supposed to run the unit, but it says they are a single unit. They don't form anything else, but they don't have the character keyword. So, yeah. So they don't take up any slots anywhere, which is good. Then in the Elites, I'm taking 5 Mandrakes, just because you can pop them wherever and shoot them off.
And they're cool models.
And they're cool models. I've got the old metal ones, but not like the old 3rd edition ones, but like the... You know, the newer ones. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I've got 5 Incubi as well. Now, these are the old metal ones as well. So they're the new design Incubi, but it's just the metal version of them. So, yeah, I've got that. What else do I have? So I've also got 5 Carbolite Warrior Squads, each with a blaster, otherwise bare bones, riding in a Venom each. So that Venom has the 2... Splinter Cannons. I've also taken Chain Snares, and basically all the vehicles have every single upgrade I can give them. Okay. Just so I can play around with them. So they're better in combat. They subtract the leadership as well. They do a few cool bits and pieces. So I've got some ideas on how to do things. Next, I have... What else do I have on my list? So I've got Raider as well, which is where Drazzer and his Incubi might rock along, or the Archon and his Court might rock along. The Pimpmobile. Yep. Pimpmobile. So if I do take these guys to Arc, I am going to convert up a very specific Raider as Drazzar's personal ride. I've got the fine cast versions of the Incubi as well. So there'll be the Gunner and the Pilot. So it's going to be a very... Drazzery radar, so it'll be a good centerpiece model. It'll take me about 1 billion years to paint, but it'll be worth it. So, because Arc is about scoring points in painting. I've also got a Ravager and a Razorwing Jet Fighter. Now, it's pretty interesting in chapter approved, from what I understand, that's coming out. Razorwings are going up in points. Venoms are going down in points. Let's see what else hopefully goes up and down in that time. So my list is going to go up in points, but I think a few other bits and pieces of the Drukhari are probably going to drop. Maybe
probably even out of this.
Yeah. If the Venoms do, that's fantastic. But yeah, otherwise this list is over points by the time chapter approved comes. So.
And what weapons have you got on the Ravager?
On the Ravager, it's all Dark Lancers. On the Razorwing Jet Fighter, 2 Dark Lancers, Splinter Cannon, and the missiles. So, and the Scourges that I've got as well all have Heat Lancers, and the Solar Right has a Blast Pistol and the Power Lance.
Very nice.
So they're always really good, but they can be sort of hit and miss when if they fail.
Glass Hammer.
Very much a Glass Hammer. So last time Dirk and I played, I had a similar list, but I was running it as Yannari. He had something quite similar as well, and the first 2 turns looked like I was about to table you.
Yep.
But then all of a sudden, the game changed. Like, Marines are powerful.
They've got some strength to them, so definitely a bit of staying power. You did some serious damage that I was not expecting to start off with. So hopefully you don't do that.
We'll see. This list, I think, is good. It's going to be tough chewing through everything you've got, but we'll see. So let's go on to deployment and mission next. All right, and here we are on the battlefield. So this is the brand new terrain set we got. Dirk managed to get this off Facebook for me, this terrain set, minus a couple of the buildings. Where'd you get it from, Dirk?
Gentleman just from the Warhammer community built it. About $100 Australian, I think it was, or 120, 150, somewhere around there. Pretty good.
Oh, very good. So,
This is the terrain. So the mission we're playing today is a modified version of Vital Intelligence from Chapter Approved 2019. Basically, we have 5 objective markers. So we did a little bit different where we sort of alternated instead of one person deploying. So objective marker 1 is here, 2 over here, 3 up there, 4 and 5 up in this little corner here. Dawn of War deployment. So basically the tournament chooses what the deployment zone will be. So I just determined we'll just do Dawn of War because that's usually the easiest one. And the way this one works is that you score, you do a roll-off at the start of each battle round, and whatever that number is the corresponding objective marker that earns you 2 victory points at the end of that turn. Every other one earns you 1 point. If you roll a 6, all objectives are active. So that is what we're doing. We're going to score only a maximum of 10 battle points though in this game, because that's all you can get for Arc, and then you've got other avenues to score points. So you've got First Strike, Slay the Warlord, Precision Strike, which is destroy the most expensive units, and then there's 2 more.
Turn 4.
Yep, you've got to get to... No, it's turn 3 in this one now. So as long as you get to turn 3, you get 3 battle points, and then there's 1 other as well. So for a maximum of 20 points. Yeah, I think it's Line Breaker. So most of them are worth 2 points each, or a couple of points each. Yep. So yeah, that's basically what we'll be playing. So let's have a look at...
Only 6 turns?
And yes, we're only doing 6 turns as well, because that's the tournament standard most of the time. So games don't go for too long, and it's already predetermined. So what we might do actually is, Dirk, go over your deployment first.
So, I had my little bit of shenanigans, because my Warlord's got Master of Ambush, but I basically put 10 Intercessors in the in reserve for basically being Master of something or other. Strike from the Shadows, that's what it is. So they're in reserve. Then I've got my Inceptors also in reserve. Then I've got 10 Ancestors over on this side. Infiltrated my Eliminators. Then I've got my other 5-man Ancestors and my Lieutenant in the tank. So I got the +1. I did win the roll-off. But I decided to go second because of the mission, and I also wanted to play test how well the army goes going second. Then I used my Master of Ambush to move my troops, my aggressors, thank you, and my captain up into the middle, just to give me a bit of board control, and just so because they're on their foot slogging, just to give them a bit more space and range.
Very good. So the Drukhari set up this way. Razor Wing Jet Fighter just here in the corner of the board, just hanging out, ready to get his points increased in a couple of weeks. So we've got the Raider here. It's got Drazar, 5 Incubi, and the Court of the Archon, all just hanging out in there. Got Venom 1 hanging back here. Venom 2. Venom 3. We've got the Archon and the Ravager. We've also got the Scourges and the Mandrakes in reserve, so they'll drop in whenever they deem necessary. So I've got the first turn. We'll do the movement phase and we'll come back and recap. Okay, so movement for the Drukhari is finished. It's pretty precarious because I have to try and do some damage. A lot of Dirk stuff is out of range, so I'm sort of stuck right now. So the Ravager's moved up. It's going to try and plink some wounds off the repulsor up here. We've got the Archon, who is just hiding back here, and because I know there's a few units that Dirk's got to drop down, I've got the Venoms basically sort of spread out here and here to just sort of deny any shenanigans later on. This Raider here was over here, but I did enhanced Aether Sails for 1 CP, and moved him further 8 inches now. Dark Lances are assault weapons on vehicles, so it's just a -1 to hit, so I just got another Dark Lance that can try and peg him down a few wounds, which could be handy. This Venom has just moved to here as well. They're going to try and take some wounds off the aggressors as well. See what we can do, and the Razor Wing Jet Fighter's just up here. He too is going to attempt to take some wounds off the aggressors. So if I can kill maybe 2 or 3 of those this turn, that could be really, really cool. But we will see how that sort of pans out in the shooting phase. No psychic, so let's go straight into shooting. You might hear the sound of rain coming through onto my roof. However, that is not the case. That is all the splinter fire that is actually raining down upon the Space Marine's armour. We've got here, this Venom managed to, help, with a little bit of help of the Razorwing, take out 2 aggressors. The other 3 are on full wound still. Not too bad. Over here, this Raider, even though he advanced assault weapon, just so -1 to hit, Dark Lancers become assault weapons once you mount them on a vehicle. Managed to take 2 wounds off the repulsor. However, I used a command point to re-roll that 2, and of course, what did I roll, Dirk?
It was another 2.
Hey! So,
at least it wasn't a 1.
The Venom down here, he was just in range for 6 shots. Actually managed to do 3 wounds, however, did absolutely nothing in regards to wounding him, though. So, Dirk saved everything. Now, this bad boy here, the Ravager. 3 shots, 3 Dark Lancers into the repulsor. I thought I'd just save it for this here. So, here we go. Get to reroll once because of the Archon. So, 1 hit. Take that 2 away. Here we go. That is a 6. That is a 6.
Mark for death.
Mark for death, as they say. Yes, yes. All right. 4s to wound. Ooh, I've already used 1 command reroll here. Cocked, would you say? Okay, so we've got 1 wound so far, which will automatically go through. 1 wound only going through. Ooh, not good. So let's see how many wounds we do here. It is the big 5. Sorry, accidentally stopped recording there. It is the big 5, so we've taken 7 wounds off the repulsor, but that's not enough to even downgrade it yet, I think.
No.
So that is the end of my
1 more wound and you would have knocked him down.
1 more. Oh, god damn. If only you, my friend, if only you did your job. And yeah. Okay, but what I am going to do is, do you have any strats for falling back and still being able to shoot, Dirk?
Yes, I do. I was in the Raven Guard.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to hang out. So there's going to be no charges. I'm not going to give you free shots. So that is the end of the Drukhari turn. Did not get first strike, unfortunately. We didn't roll for which objectives active. So let me just roll that. It's a 2, so this objective is active, and I decided to move off of it. If I was a bit smarter and rolled that before, I might have did something different. But we live and we learn. On to the... What's your chapter called again?
This is... my custom is the Death Jackals.
The Death Jackals. So Death Jackals, turn 1. Okay, Dirk, recap your movement for me.
Movement-wise, I didn't have to do too much, I guess. These guys all got out of the transport, so I moved here to give me the reroll 1s on all of these units for my lieutenant. Tanks just moved up to basically maximise his shooting. They've moved on to being closest to the objective. They've stayed still. These guys moved on to the objective and potentially maybe try to look to charge and shoot. These guys stood still, looking to use the rapid fire bolter, I think it's called that, stratagem to try to put some damage on that flyer. And that's about it.
So the Drukhari have to see if they can weather all this shooting this turn. Turn 2 is going to be the big counter punch if they survive. So we'll see how we go.
Alright, so I'm going to do 3 shots into your character there from my eliminators.
So I put my Archon there, the Vizarch Archon, just to move him somewhere else. And then, yes, I put him in line of sight of the eliminators. That was my bad. But he does have his 2+ involved, so let's hope he can do that. So let's go.
I'm hoping for some 6s on wounds. So I'm hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. 2 hits.
Ooh. Bodes better.
And I'm wounding, he's toughness
3,
so I'm wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. 1 wound, no neg, but fail at 2 up invuln, that'd be nice.
You ask and you don't get. Sorry, Dirk.
That's alright.
Alright, what are we moving on to next? Just to also quickly recap, the aggressors and your lieutenant did 8 wounds on the Raider, which used lightning fast reflexes for a -1. Aggressors did like 1 wound, but he did
6 damage.
6 damage, because I failed all the saves on my Raider, which was really, really poor. And these guys up here did 9 damage to my Razorwing jet fighter, so he's got 1 wound left. I failed majority of the saves there, so it was 11 damage total, or 11 wounds, 1 damage each, and I failed 9 5-ups. So there we go. Now we're on to this bad boy, who's probably going to do some damage to me, so let's see how we go.
Alright, so I've got 12 Onslaught Gatling into the Ramager.
No lightning fast reflexes here.
So no minuses.
No minuses.
So hitting on 3s.
Well, there's a few misses there, which helps. There's a 2.
And strength 5, so winning on 5s.
Yes. Oh no, toughness 5. Oh no, toughness 6 for the Ravagers.
Yep. No wounds, but I do get to reroll 1s for the Lieutenant. Nothing.
Nothing. Oh, that is handy. That's good.
And then I've got 2. Now I did move the full 10 inches because I wanted to get a bit further up the board and get some more guns going. So I've only got 2 on the Laser Destroyer, so hitting on 3s. 2 hits.
Hit.
Winning on 3s.
1 wound. I get to reroll 1s.
Oh,
that's a 4 in there. We can see it in there. It exists.
So I've got 2 wounds. So you got your 5-up invuns.
Yes, I do. And I pass 1, fail 1. What damage does this do?
This would be D6 and 3 minimum.
And 3 minimum. You know what? I'm just going to wear it. I want to save my command points.
Alright, come on, 6.
You got a 5.
5.
So yeah.
Second best.
That's all right.
I'll keep it.
Yeah. Don't change anything. What have we got next?
Alright, so now I've got 2d6 for the grenades into this bad boy. So I've got 10 shots.
Oof. Still at a -1 to hit though.
8.
Just as we
10.
still shooting at him.
So I'm hitting on 3s. 4s, sorry.
4s, yes. No reroll the 1s, but that's a lot of hits still. There's another 3 there.
Thank you. And winning on 5s.
Yep. 2 wounds. He's got 2 wounds left.
And they would be...
Are they negatives?
No, assault weapon, so no negs on that.
Okay, here we go. So I need to do 2 4-ups. Or at least 1. There's 1. So he's got 1 wound left. Oh. Are you shooting anything else at him?
I've got the bolters.
The bolters. Oh.
The storm bolter. So
okay.
hitting on 4s.
That's 2 hits.
It's a bolter weapon, so I can reroll 1s.
Oh. 3 hits. I don't like that. 5s.
Winning on 5s, rerolling 1s.
Give me, oh.
Oh yeah, 2 wounds. No
Any
negs. No negs.
Is it just normal bolters?
Just normal bolters.
Oh god, here
Storm
we go.
bolter.
It's a 5 and a 3. Oh, do I want to spend the CP to re-roll that?
That's my last shot into him.
You know what? Nah, that can go. Does he explode? Oh, this will give you... Oh, you're going to get first strike anyway, so... re-roll that. No, it does not explode, so...
That cocked it. They're combined. That's a 6.
Hear me laugh. You got 1 more thing to shoot at, so I'll get rid of him in a minute.
So I've got... I'm going to shoot all the rest of the guns. So I've got the Iron Stubber... Icarus Rocket Pod, the Iron Hail Heavy Stubber, and the Twin Heavy Bolter. So I'll do the Twin Heavy Bolter, so 6 shots. So this has got the -1 to hit.
Yep.
So hitting on 4s, but it is a bolter weapon, so I can reroll 1s.
2 1s in there.
So I've got 3 hits.
Alright.
And it's strength 5, so winning on 5s. 1 wound. It is minus, but you got a 5 up in your gun.
Oh no, it's gone.
It's gone.
Okay, I'll see if he explodes. Yes, he does. Oh, I'll figure that out in a minute. So that's the end of Dirk's shooting phase. We'll sort of recap in a little bit once everything is done. All right, so the Raider blew up. I lost 2 Urgle when I rolled the roll. However, the big boy is out. He's ready to crack on and maybe kill some stuff. We'll see. Over here as well, the Razorwing exploded and killed 1 intercessor, which is very, very handy. So we pre-measured it. Dirk has to roll an 8 to get into the Incubi. Here we go.
This is with the aggressors.
Ooh, so that's a 6. Do you want to spend the CP? You've only got 7 left.
I will.
Ooh, here we go. 8. They're into the aggressors. Here we go. The aggressors are in. Now, he wants to keep him away from Drazar, because Drazar is pretty murderous.
I'll also try to charge with my captain. He needed a 10.
Yes, he did.
And he doesn't.
7. That's okay. Well, the aggressors are in. They're pretty strong. Incubi are strong as well. Drazza is too far away, but that's okay because he's got next turn to go kill some stuff. So we'll just get ready and set up for this combat. Alright, so the aggressors are in. There's 3 of them. So with the new shock assault, they're 3 base, +1 because the turn they charge. So here we go. What do we get, Dirk?
Hitting on 4s.
No other rerolls though, which is handy.
That's cool.
Reroll that. Ooh. So there's still a few hits. This can really mince up Drukhari.
They'll be winning on 2s.
Yes, they will. Super painful. Oh, there's 2 more. So that won't kill the whole unit, which is handy. That's handy. Now so it's negative what?
4 at negative
3, I believe. So they got a 3-up save, so 6 ups. So here we go. 4 6-up saves. Let me roll at least 1. Oh! If you can see that, that's 3 6s. So
only 1.
1 goes through. It
does D3
damage. Does the 1 now, Dirk? I've got power from pain.
Just put the salt in the wound. Just put it in.
Do I roll another 6? Oh no, it's a 4. So one does die. So I'll just get rid of old mate at the back here, and I'm just going to get ready to attack back with some new Incubi rules. Okay, so the Incubi are about to hit back. The Klavex is going to use the single blade, so it gets the extra strength, which is good. So they're going to be wounding on 4s. However, with Drazza there, it means they're going to be wounding on 3s. Any 6s to wound do 2 extra damage as well. So we put them to the side. I am spending 1 CP for Onslaught. That's why I was trying to save my CP, which means any rolls of 6s do 2 hits instead of 1. So here we go. So take away the 1s because I need 3s to hit. Oh, there's quite a few misses here, but I've rolled 1, 2, 3 6s, so that's an extra 1, 2, 3 damage. So Dirk, I'll just get you to grab those dice for me. So sorry, an extra 3 hits there. All right, now I need 3s to wound here. Any 6s cause extra damage. Oh, there's 4 6s there, so they're 3 damage each. Those. Here we go. So Dirk.
What are the negs on those?
Neg 3. So that's pretty bad. So we'll do you want to do the single damage first, or actually no, let's do the multi-damage first.
So
multi-damage first.
So 4. I need 6s. Which will be killing them.
Which kills them.
Where are my 6s when I need them?
So the Incubi, who normally have never rocked it, have absolutely just rocked it. So
I'd like to state that 6s are unfair.
Yes, should we get rid of 6s from the game? Leave a comment below. Now, your captain there, does he have a name?
Now, we're technically still in first turn, so that's first strike for you as well, isn't it?
I think I have to get it in my player turn. I'll double check that, but I don't think that is... Oh, it could be, actually. Yeah, it could be. We'll double check that. We'll double check that. What's your captain's name?
Captain McCaptain?
Captain McCaptain is staring
Looking
down...
a bit lonely there.
Drazza. Drazza has set him in his sights. Drazza can move.
Alright, so turns over. Objective-wise, because they're at the end of the player turn, or battle round. So I'm holding 3 objectives. So this one, and the middle.
Yep.
You've got 1 under your raider there.
Yep, under the Ravager.
We didn't get the special one, which is worth 2. So that's just sitting out there. Obviously, we have done a bit of damage on both sides. You've killed my aggressors in my assault phase, thanks to some lucky 6s. Yes. And obviously the Incubi with their new rules, very nice. Yeah. So we both got first strike, which is good, I guess, for both of us, and a bit of fun. And now we're staring down the barrel here a little bit with Drazza coming to kill my captain, most likely.
Captain McCaptain.
Captain McCaptain.
All right. All right. So the Drukhari have moved up. So basically, Draz, being the badass he is, wants to claim Captain McCaptain's head. As that is what he does. So that's where he's gone. I've had the Scourges drop in, so they can't drop within 9 inches to really make use of their Heat Lancers. Sucks, but you know, it is what it is. So they're going to try and plink some wounds off old mate here. Venoms have moved up, so they got... I'm taking Cabal of the Flayed Skull, in case I did not mention that. Basically, that affords me the extra 3 inches movement on anything with the fly keyword. And also reroll 1s of any rapid fire weapons. So as long as they're embarked in a transport or have the rapid fire weapon and can fly. Ravager's stayed still, no need to move him. Archon's sort of just gone and hid here. He's just been a bit of a coward, just trying to give the reroll ones. I think he's downgraded a little bit now as well. I'll just double check. So yeah, and this Venom over here has just parked on objective number 2 to hopefully try and score it. But obviously we'll see what happens when Dirk drops down as well. And then I've also got the Mandrakes who have just hidden themselves here, ready to buff out the or just deny some of the deep strike that Dirk can do. So I'm going to move on to the shooting phase. I'll ignore all the boring shooting and I'll come back for all the clinchy cool stuff. Alright, to recap the Drukhari shooting phase, we'll come over here. This Venom, did it kill a guy?
No, we did 1 wound.
1 wound. So it did 1 wound over there. Yeah, that's alright. Does the thing.
I think it was the guys inside, actually.
Yeah, it could have been the guys inside. Just, yeah, a bit of long range shooting. Venoms and other stuff killed 2 Marines there. However, Squeeges. Boom! All that's left of is a turret from the Repulsor Executioner. So basically, I managed to do 1 wound with a blaster.
I think you did 2 wounds with a blaster.
No, one of the blasters missed. This blaster did 5 wounds. And then the Scourges did 1 wound with the Heat Lancers. And I rolled a 1. And then I thought, oh, do I want to use a CP? Yeah, let's do it. So I used a CP, rolled a 6, did it off camera. I didn't think I was going to do the wounds. I was saving it to film this bad boy here. But I did manage to kill the Repulsor. So it had 5 wounds left, rolled a 6, killed it. So then this chap here, the Ravager, thought, you know what? Why not? Shot and killed
3
Eliminators.
So the no cover save is killing me.
Yeah, so you would have got a 6-up save then.
They got a +2 to their save, so
yeah.
they had 1 up in cover.
Yeah, ooh, so brutal stuff there. So moving on to the charge phase, might as well roll this now. So I'm going to charge Drazar in first. So what does Drazar roll? He rolls an 8, that'll definitely get him in, and then I'll roll the Incubi.
2 6s.
Incubi roll a 9, so they're all in.
1 wound on Drazar.
1 wound on Drazar, let's roll his save. He's got a 2-up save. Rolled a 4, he's alright. So, let's get these guys in, and we'll go straight into the combat phase. And here we are, Drazar versus Captain McCaptain. So, Drazar needs 2s to hit, so here we go, I'm just going to roll here. Okay, so he is hit with absolutely everything. I haven't paid for Onslaught, so no exploding attacks. Now, his claves do 2 damage each, but if I roll any 6s, you add an additional 2, so he does up to 4. So here we go. So, 2 6s. So these are at -3. Now he is strength 4. I think his claves do an additional 1. Let me just grab the book here, or the ebook. Old Drazar, what does he do? So, his blades are, when he does a single blade, it's a +1 strength, so strength 5 currently, and then he adds 1 to wound rolls. What's the toughness of your captain?
He's toughness 5, so we'd be winning on 3s.
On 3s, so that's...
I will do the 1 damage first. No, 2 damage.
2 damage.
First. So he's got a 4-up invuln, which he fails.
Fails.
So he's got 6 wounds.
Yep,
so he's
got
got 4 wounds left.
So if one of these goes through... Do you want to do a CP to try and save him?
Not with that many, not with all those attacks coming in from...
And Drazar gets to attack twice in a turn he charges or gets charged. So there we go. Drazar just with 1 sweep of his blades just chops his head off. Captain McCaptain says goodbye.
Gone. It's because he didn't have his helmet on, idiot.
Yeah, that's what happens, team, if you don't have your helmet on. Alright, so I'm just going to do my consolidate moves. Obviously, Dirk's going to bring down another 10 intercessors, so very similar to what these guys are here, and 3 inceptors. So the hit back is going to be hard. I've seen what 10 intercessors does, and it can be quite brutal. So we'll see how we go going into the Jackal's turn.
Alright, so I've moved my intercessors up, looking to just get some rapid fire on these guys. I've still stayed within range of the objective as well. Move these guys up, still staying on the objective, maybe looking to charge, but also getting rapid fire on these guys if I want it. Lieutenant stayed still, but I might actually move him so that he'll sit on top of the tank wreckage so that both get the reroll 1s.
Good choice.
Inceptors came down, possibly looking to get some shots on the Warlord. Because I've got the +1 to hit and +1 to wound on characters now that I'm in the tactical doctrine, it will be handy and tasty, and my sergeant in that squad is doing 2 damage a shot. Then my strike from the shadows came from the backfield, basically putting them there so that, because I'm foot slogging majority of all of my army now, just give me line breaker potentially if they survive, and also just put something else that they have to think about. So just spreading his focus. So we'll see how we go.
All right. Well, on to the Jackal shooting phase.
All right. So Bolter's from over here. He used lightning fast reflexes, so -1 to hit, saved him probably. Killed 2, so not what I wanted. But I've still got my lieutenant to fire these guys, so I might try to kill the last 2 so that these guys can target Drazar. But these guys also fired in and killed 2 of those guys.
The Scourges?
Yep. I've spent 3 CP to give them the bolter, rapid fire bolter, and also the counters not moving, so that they could get that. So I've got 4 guys shooting into the Scourges, and then 6 guys firing into the Ravager. So this is the 4 guys, so 8 shots, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, because of my bolter tactic.
7 hits.
And I'll be wounding on 3s, that'll be -2.
6.
6 at -2.
Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dice here. So normally a 4-up save, they go to 6s, so I've got a 6-up and go anyway. I pass not 1. I got my 6-up Inured Suffering. I pass 1, 2, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead. There's 5 Scourges there. Goodbye, Scourges. Next.
There's only 4 dead.
4 dead?
So you got 1 left.
2, 3. Oh, yep, 1 left, so I'll probably...
Maybe
I'll decide what I want to leave in a minute. All right, on to your next...
So these are I've got 20 dice here.
Yep.
So I'm hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. 1 miss there.
Only 1 miss so far.
And then I go to roll another 4 dice. I'll just roll the wounds on these. So winning on 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Currently only 4.
And then I got
4 more.
Reroll those ones. And 5s. 5 wounds.
5 wounds.
And it's got 5 left.
Yes. So
and these are -2.
5 up involves. Pass 1, pass 2. So I take 3 further wounds. So I got 2 left. Ooh. What are you going to do?
I possibly might charge.
But
I'll do my lieutenant now. So I will do the lieutenant into the last of the incubi.
Alright.
So these are hitting, you've got the -1, so I'm hitting on 3s, because he's got the +1 with his relic. I get to reroll 1s.
Boo.
So all hit. I'm winning on 3s.
Yep.
And rerolling 1s. So these all hit.
Yep.
And so it's -3.
-3.
And they do 2 damage each.
Oof. Okay, so I've got 6 up saves. I pass 1, so that'll get the last 2, but that's 2 damage each.
That's
so
2 damage each.
no double 6, and do I do a double 6? No, so that's Incubi gone. You can take those if you want. There we go.
Thank you.
That leaves Drazar on his own, with a lot of shots from the Inceptors over there, which is a bit scary. So, did you want to do them now?
I will
do it live on camera?
I'll do them. So I've got 18 shots. I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to do 6 shots into one of these, and then I'm going to do the other 2 into here. So I'm going to use the Sergeant, which does the 2 damage.
Okay, good
into
call.
Drazar.
Yep.
And 1 all normal as well.
Yep.
And then 1 into the UR. So I'll do that one now. So
Yep.
he's -1 to hit because of your stupid rule. Hitting on 4s, so pretty good.
It's alright.
5 hits.
Strength 5, toughness 5, so 4s.
4s, rerolling 1s.
So that's
2 wounds at -2.
So 5 up invols. 2 go through, so he takes 2 wounds. There you go. Alright, let's do
So this
Draz.
is against the character,
Yep.
Drazza. So I've got +1 to hit, so I'm actually hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. This is why I like my Bolt of Discipline rule,
Yes.
especially when targeting characters. So I'm wounding on, he's strength 5,
Yeah, I'm toughness 4, so
so winning on
3s.
3s, but I get +1 to wound, and I've got the lieutenant, so I'll be hitting on,
rerolling
wounding on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Well, he's dropped 1. A lot of 2s there, so
But luckily
Lucky.
I've got that, so that is 6 wounds at -2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -2, you say?
That is right.
So he's got 4 up safe. He's got a 2 up. I fail. 1, 2. That'd be 4 damage normally.
No, this is just the single damage.
Oh, the single damage? Okay, so I've taken 2 damage, and I don't pass any of my new suffering.
4.
So I've got 4 wounds left.
Alright, this is the 2 damage.
Ooh.
Come on, Sergeant. So all hit. And 2s.
There's 1 there. So another 6.
Another
okay.
6.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
-2, 2 damage.
4 ups. I pass. 1, 2.
Ooh,
4
4.
go through.
That is 8 damage.
8 damage. I've got 4 wounds left. I pass on and it's still 6. Do I want to burn through some CP to do that? No, I'm not going to. Drazar can fall. He did his job. He killed Captain McCaptain. Did well in his first game, painted. But sometimes
The warlord
sacrifices
is dead.
have to be made. Any other shooting?
No, I will go into my charge phase.
Alright, we'll come back in a second.
Alright, so my intercessors are going to try to charge or multi-assault the Archon and the Ravager.
Yep.
So I need a 9. Why do you keep doing this to me?
2 CP left.
I will use a CP.
Yep.
So I will need a 3. Yep.
No.
That'll make it.
Dark Lancers. There's 2 so far. Third one. No 6s. There we go. Alright, that's the only charge. Got my morale here. Needs to roll a 1 to stay alive. Rolled a 2. Close. But not quite it. So, there we go. Recap the turn. So, points-wise,
So
we both got Warlord. So that's 2 points apiece. I hold the objective for 2 points there, 3 points, 4 points.
And I've got 2.
So I got 5 this turn, you got 2 this turn. Add that to our previous, so I got 2 of my previous.
I think I was on 4 first turn.
Yeah, so without Warlord or anything else yet, just for the objectives, I've got 6 points.
I had 3 in the first turn.
Yep.
So
you got 5.
5 and then plus Warlord, so 7.
Yeah, so it's
Oh,
like
and first
8 because
strike.
it's there's a few extra points, but the game's pretty much even at the moment. I think pretty much even. Got a real pounding that turn from the jackals, from the death jackals. So I'll see what I can do to mitigate it. I've got some hitting units left still, but yeah, Dirk has sort of taken my combat potential away. So let's see what happens. Alright, just move to the other side of the board now, just because most of the action's sort of happening facing back this way. So the Archon has moved up, ready to boldly kill these intercessors. Ravager, with his 2 wounds left, needing 5s to hit on his weapons, is ready to start popping some shots. The Mandrakes have moved up as well. Just here, the Venoms are going to try and deal with these Inceptors here, and possibly the Lieutenant. And the other Venom has moved up to try and fling some wounds off the intercessors here.
And 3 being the key objective.
Yes, so yeah, if I can, I won't be able to wipe them out. You're going to get the points for them, but let's start to whittle them down. So I need to really do some damage here. If I don't, this game will sort of go how our previous one went. But I do have a little bit more to fight with, though, as compared to our previous game. So go to the shooting phase, and if anything interesting happens, we'll record it. Okay, so just recapping the shooting. The Venom managed to take out 1 of the intercessors over here, so you're down to 8 now, I believe.
Yep.
So Not great, but not bad. Over here, I don't think we removed anything at all.
One with the blaster from the
one blast pistol shot, managed to do it, so that was good. Over here, we managed to remove 2 of the Inceptors, so that's quite handy, and he's on 1 wound left, so he will do some damage next turn, unfortunately, but it's just the price we've got to pay, I guess. So we're going to move on to the charge phase now, so this is going to be really important. Do you want to get your shots prepared, Dirk, and then we'll come back to the charge phase. So just over here, the 2 Venoms have charged in, one into the Intercessors and the other into the Lieutenant. Mostly because the Venoms have the Grizzly trophies on there. So if his Inceptor rolls a 6 for his morale, it means he'll just flee. So even with a reroll, doesn't matter if he rolls a 6, a model just flees. So that'll be handy for me if that happens, and also the same thing if it happens here as well for these guys. So that's the reason why they're in there. Fingers crossed. So over here, Mandrakes are going to need a 7-inch charge to get into the Marines. However, there's a lot of shots coming. So Dirk,
I can reroll 1s.
1-1. There's 1-6 I can see.
1.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's
1
it?
wound.
1 wound.
-2.
I think they've got a 5-up invul, which fails, and then they're 6-up, nothing. So 1 Mandrake will die, it seems, but 7 inches, that's a 9, so they are well and truly in, and the Archon rolls a 10 when he only needed a 5. So I'll get everything set up, and then we'll go into the combat. So end of that turn, not too bad. So the Archon killed about 5, and the Mandrakes killed 1, so 4 left, but the 4 guys in return managed to kill the rest of the Mandrakes. Unfortunately, I just failed on their morale. Rolled a big 6, as you do. Up over here, Venom was destroyed by Power Fist and Marine attacks. Like, they're just brutal at this stage. And the other Venom is fine, so there we are. So if these Carbolites can sort of hold on, which they probably won't, yeah, we're good to go. Now your dude, he'd automatically pass, wouldn't he? Leadership 8.
Yes.
So he's good to go. He'll be bouncing around with his 1 wound. Bit annoying, but is what it is. So that's the end of the Drukhari turn. Yeah, all the action's still to happen. So let's see what happens in the Jackal's turn. Death Jackal's turn 3.
3. Alright, so move these guys. They weren't in combat because of my positioning, and they've moved so they can still target the character because he's the closest, but also look to hold the objective if I don't charge. Lieutenant moved out of combat so that I can shoot that
Venom,
thank you. He's just moved up to potentially either shoot at here or the Venom and just hide behind the wall just in case, but not that you have much shooting on that side. The Intercessors over here moved up to hold this objective, which is worth 2 points this turn, and looking to rapid fire into that Venom. So that's my movement phase.
There we go. Alright, we'll go into the shooting phase.
Alright, so I'm going to shoot my Intercessors into the character, the Archon, because I've got the +1 to hit and wound, being the Raven Guard. So 2's rerolling 1s because of the bolter. I can reroll the 1s. And winning on 2's because he's toughness 3 and I'm strength 4 +1 to wound. So all wounds. So 8 wounds.
8 wounds. All right, here we go. Count this down.
2.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go.
One at a time.
One at a time. First one passes. Second one passes. Third one passes. Fourth one passes. Fifth one passes. Sixth one passes.
No.
7th passes.
No.
8th passes. Oh. Yes, the Archon or the Vizarch hiding in the guise of an Archon.
Alright. My last shooting is the Inceptor into your Venom.
Yep. So neg 1. Get to reroll
the 1s. 1 miss. Yeah. Winding on 4s. Ooh.
1.
1.
But it is 2 damage.
It is 2 damage.
I've only taken 2 wounds. 4, what's the negative? It's, yeah, I take 2. Damn. Oh well. There you go. It's all good. That's all you're shooting, isn't it?
That's all my shooting.
Charges. What are you going to charge?
So charge-wise,
I'm going to charge Venom.
Charge of Venom? Okay. So I've got 8 dice here. I'm going to put another 4 in my hand. Here's my Overwatch needing 6s. Can reroll any 1s. Reroll the 1. There's a few 6s in there. Oh, thank you. There's another one here.
5.
Oh, 5 6s. How good is that? I can't make a saving throw, but I can make a hit roll. 4s. 1, 2. 2 wounds. Doesn't do anything.
I can't really fail the charge. So I'm going to go like this. So I'm still holding that objective with a troop choice. Alright, so I'm also going to charge over here.
Yep.
Because I didn't get through his armour, I'm going to charge the Ravager.
Not a bad choice. Here we go. 3 shots. No 6s. I'm not within range of anything for the reroll 1, so here we go. You're in with a 5. So you're going to hold that objective, no worries, which is good.
Then I'll pile in, get that Power Fist in.
Yep, you're in. It's all good. Where do you want to attack first? I'll let you do the attacks first. I can't interrupt. I have nothing to interrupt with.
I'll do the Ravager.
Yep.
That's Ravager.
Ravager?
So 4 Power Fist attacks with the Sergeant.
Hitting
on
once.
4s.
Wounding.
And it does wound.
Okay, so... No save, because neg 3, so...
D3 damage.
3. Okay, so do I explode? Give me a big 6 here. Come on. Oh, I rolled a 1. That's stupid. Alright, I'll remove him in a minute.
I'll
next.
do the Power Fist over here as well, so no negs. From your side of things.
Twice.
So 2 hits.
3s.
3s.
No wounds.
I get to reroll the 1s with the Lieutenant.
Yes.
1 wound.
No saves, because it's a 4-up save.
Yep.
3 damage. Ooh, does it explode? Here we go. Yes, it does. So, we'll resolve that in a minute. I'll just quickly do my guys on the inside, if any die. 1 dies.
The Blaster, I think.
Get a 6-up now. Alright, so we'll resolve that in a minute, and we'll do a recap of the turn. So to recap that turn, Dirk, what happened?
Your stupid Venom exploded. It killed my prized character killer, Drazza. 1 mortal wound. He only had 1 wound left, so he's dead. You lost 1 into the explosion. 1 wound, 1 wound.
And I lost my Carbolite Warrior there as well.
Which gives me the objective there. So I've got 1, 2, 3. That one worth 2, so 4 points from the objectives.
And I get 2. So you're on 9 points. I was on 6, so I got an 8. We both nearly max out on that, so we're probably going to draw this game technically arc-wise, but we'll still continue points-wise just to see how we go if it was just a normal Eternal War mission. So that's the end of turn 3 for the Death Jackals. Let's go on to Drukhari turn 4. Drukhari movement phase. So the Vizarch Archon is ready to come kill these intercessors here. Over here, the Carbolite Warriors are just getting prepared to take that objective potentially. So we've just got to try and massacre these dudes as much as we can. It's going to be hard. Taking 6 wounds from an intercessor squad with no real shooting in the area. It's going to be a bit tough. The Lamia has moved up as well. She might try and do a bit of a Hail Mary herself. And take these guys on, but yet again it's going to be so tough. The Urgle has stayed behind just to hold the objective. Good on him. And this Venom has stayed still. It's going to die in the next turn regardless, so it's just up there to get the extra shots off from the guys inside and make use of that as quick as it can. If we can kill maybe 2 more, that'll help, but yeah, I think we're both going to max out on the available battle points here. So we'll move straight into the shooting phase. So not much I have to do here, so might as well keep rolling. Archon, he'll just do his blaster. 2 to hit. It hits. 2 to wound. 4, it wounds, so that'll go straight through.
Roll a 1.
Don't roll a 1. Rolls a 3, so that kills 1. That's handy for me. Less Overwatch from you. Alright, over here I've got 6 rifles and a blaster into the intercessors here. So, rapid firing. Here we go. Blaster misses, which is what I... Oh, you know what? Last command point on this, because I just need those guys to die. It still rolls a 2. As you do. 5 Venom Splinter Rifles hit. I do 4 wounds. Kill none. Ooh, this is not happy for me right now. Alright, next, over here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the black for the blaster. Okay, these are all going into the intercessors over here. Let's see what happens. I'll just roll the dice here. Blaster rolls a 1. This is not what we want.
You can reroll that one.
Reroll that one here. It does hit. Let's try and do something here, team. Let's try and do something. 4s. Okay, that's 4 wounds. You passed everything before. You pass everything again. Oh. Okay, that should be 12 there. Rifles. Reroll the 1s. Got a couple in here. 1, 2, 3. There's 1, 2 in there. Alright, everything hits bar 1. 4s. Wish me luck, Dirk.
No.
That's 2, 4, 6. Do not pass any more, please.
Kills 1.5.
1.5. 1.5 dead intercessors. Okay, that's something at least. So I've killed 2 intercessors this turn. Yay, if that's a thing. Alright, this is what's going to happen next. Larmian is going to try a massive Hail Mary charge here. Let's see what she does. Because there's no more shooting. Overwatch. Nothing hits. Oh, I get to reroll the 1s. Nothing.
Nope.
Okay. Does she make it in? No,
Nope.
but she gets to reroll. Because from Power from Pain. 6. Nope. Nothing. No command points left. She's hanging out in the open. Do I charge in the Carbolight Warriors? No, because there's 1 on 1 wound. If I'm going to die anyway next turn, you're going to shoot and charge me, so I might as well jump in. So, they're in. Oh, 2 hits. Get to reroll the 1.
2
wounds.
-2.
They automatically go through, so I've got my 6 ups. 1 pass, 1 fails, so let's just take 1 guy away. I'm in. So if I can kill 1, that'll be handy, but that'll be about it. So I get 2, 3, 4 attacks, so side right plus normal guys. So they need 2s to hit, which is good. They all hit.
5s to wound.
5s to wound. I have got 1 wound. Oh, and it does kill 1. There we go. That helps a little bit.
3 attacks from... I won't do Power Fist, I'll just do normal attacks with the Sergeant. He's got 4 attacks.
Okay, so that's quite a few hits.
Reroll 1s on the wounds.
No,
but
there's
that's
5 wounds.
5 wounds.
5 up saves. I pass 1. 6 ups. Pass none, so they're gone. They were going to go anyway, but I at least killed another 1 before that turn ended. Over here as well, sorry, got excited. So Archon is definitely in. Do you want to do your Overwatch quickly?
Can I get through that armor? Reroll those 1s. Come on, just 1 6. Give me 1.
Nothing.
No.
Alright, so here we go. Moving these out of the way. Archon.
7 attacks.
He's got 7 attacks because using the Jin Blade. From my turn before, I forgot to do so on a roll of a 1. He just suffers a mortal wound. Doesn't happen from the last turn, so here we go. Get to reroll 1s. Everything hits. Thank you, Dirk. 5s to wound. I've got no rerolls, no nothing. It's just 4 to wound because it's plus 1 strength. Oh, that is 6. 6 wounds.
6 ups.
Pass 1.
1.
So 5 go through. Let's see what they each do now. So, first one does 3 wounds. Second one does 2 wounds, and it'll kill the last guy. So, there we go. Plinked a few more off, thanks to Mr. Archon.
He pretty much killed that whole squad himself.
He did. Archons can be good. They can be good. He's killed a whole intercessor squad. You don't have to do a morale over there because they're still fine.
Yep.
That is essentially my turn. Oh, Lord. This game is a game and a half. On to the Death Jackals, turn 4.
Alright, so I'm gonna... Now we've nicknamed Urkel the Urkel?
He is Urkel the Urgle.
4 shots, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Ooh.
Ugh. 1 wound, 1 hit, and
No wound.
He's not a character, so no.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not a character, which is the good thing. So, all right, he's still alive. Ooh.
Damn you! Cool. 3 shots into your character.
Yeah.
Is she a character?
No, she's not.
Okay.
So,
2 hits. 3 hits. And
toughness 3.
3s to wounds, re-rolling the ones. It would be nice if she was a character, but she's not.
So she's got a 5-up save. You're neg what?
Neg 3.
Neg 3. So that goes through.
2
what's the
damage.
2 damage. So here's her 6 ups. Oh, she only takes 1 wound. She's got 2 left.
I don't like it.
That was. I had a bit of an atrocious turn for rolling for wounds. So are you? Okay, over here.
So we're going to fire all the shots into the venom.
With 2 wounds left.
Re-rolling those ones, and I'm a -1 to hit.
So 4s. Couple. There's a 4 over there, or is that?
Yes, thank you. And 5s.
1, 2,
cocked.
3.
1,
3.
2, 3.
Okay, so these are 5 ups. I haven't passed. I think I've maybe passed 1 or 2 this entire game. So.
Oh, 1 wound. He's got 1 left.
Yeah. What is the damage?
1.
1. Oh, he's got 1 left. Hey, that's sort of good, I guess. There you go. So you're going to charge, but at least I get some Overwatch. I might pop that 1 wound, which is good.
I'll charge.
Ooh, I get some Overwatch. They're definitely going to be in. I'm just going to grab some dice here for my Overwatch. That's 6, 11. Here we go. I'm just going to do the Overwatch while Dirk moves himself in. So here we go. Reroll 1s. I got 4 6s so far. 2 1s. No other 6s. Here we go. Do I do any wounds? I do 3 wounds. Oh, if you fail all 3 of these.
Nope.
No! Ah, come on, Dirk. I'm rolling really well. You're saving. So
Power armor.
this could get you line breaker as well. So we've sort of thought if we're scoring on the Arc system here for the Arc tournament, basically as long as one of us gets the line breaker, we're good to go.
Probably going to be the decider. So 4, they'll just do the power fists.
So 2 hits.
And 3s. 1 wound, so go straight through. It's dead anyway.
Yep. Do I explode? No, it's 5. So 5 guys inside.
I should have been an asshole and just pulled in around him so he couldn't get out.
But he didn't, so we'll fix that up in a minute. And that's basically. Oh, we can do any other charges or anything?
How good is she in combat?
She's okay. Like, she wounds on
charge.
2s.
I can't.
So she's got nothing
I can't
to shoot.
fail. I'll charge it.
Yep, you're in. There you go. Do your attacks. Power fist or normal?
Power fist. Yes.
Okay, so you hit
Twice. 2s. 2 wounds.
So they just go straight through. So only got a 5-up save.
D3 damage.
So
For
2, 4. Okay, here we go. 4 6s. Watch this, guys. I can do it. No, 1. She's dead. So there you go. Are you going to consolidate them at all?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that is the end of the Dark Jackal's turn. Turn 4. So basically, you score 1, 2 points over here.
Yep.
You'll consolidate.
Depending on where you put them, which would have to be over there, so I'd consolidate.
So we'd contest that.
Yep.
So just say.
But I might have more troops holding it.
Yeah. So 5 and we'll see with that one. But at the very least, you've got 1, 2, potentially 3. I've got 1, 2. So.
Damn you, Urkel.
Urkel. So yeah, we'll pretty much figure that out, and we'll brief you guys at the top of turn 5. Okay, Drukhari turn 5. Not much to really do here. So the Archon has moved up, ready to charge there. Urkel the Urgle has just run to over here, did a big 13-inch move, and Warriors here haven't moved. They're just going to get ready to shoot because there's no escape at this stage. So why not go down fighting? So straight into shooting. Here we go. Can't re-roll any 1s or anything here. Blaster rolls another 1. That's like 4 1s in a row now. They are well and truly out of the game, the blasters. There you go, there's another 4 1s there. Nice and good. Here we go. 2 wounds. 1 wound. Takes a wound marker. Oh lord. Not going well there. Alright, let's see if the Archon can make it in to try and kill more intercessors. He's seeming to really like it in this game. So, how far do you think he has to go?
He would need a 7-inch charge.
Can he do it? 7 inches.
Can, but I am going to kill him in Overwatch. Or at least get through that armor. No!
There's
I don't
nothing.
reroll ones.
Nothing. Oh, did I get a wound last turn? No. From my weapon with its sentient life form that's in there. So, 4, 7 attacks. Needing 2s to hit. Rerolling any 1s. So there's 1 there. Everything hits. Okay, so I need 4s. Here we go. That's 3. 3 wounds. Can you roll any 6s?
Oh yes, I was about to give up on
No
him. Yep,
6s.
give up on him.
First one does 1 damage. Second one does 2 damage. Third one does 3 damage. So there you go. They're all gone. He is going to consolidate towards the nearest enemy, 3 inches. Oh, it's going to be a showdown between the Lieutenant and the Archon. There you go. There you go. Am I going to charge over here? No, I'll just let you massacre them. I don't give a shit. they're gone. They're not. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll just charge because he's going to get massacred in the next turn. I got a big 10-inch charge. There you go. Overwatch me. While Dirk organises his Overwatch, this game has been so close. Like, we have literally brought each other down to, like, I'm going to have 2 models left by the end of this, if I'm lucky. Ooh, there's... How many hits so far? 3?
Hits and reroll these 1s.
There's 4 1s in there. Which grants you nothing else, but...
3 wounds.
So they're neg... What is
Neg
it?
2.
Neg 2, so straight up into my 6-ups, nothing. So I'm going to have 2 guys attacking, because 3 die. I hit once, because double 1s again. 1 wound. Kills 1. There we go. Yeah! My last 2 guys are going to die, it doesn't matter, so there we go, they're gone. And Dirk controls that objective, but we've all maxed out on points. So, yeah, there we go. We'll just sort of see if we can get line breaker reach, which I think Dirk will over there, and I may potentially get it. So, what do you want to do for your turn 5, Dirk? We can just sort of keep this rolling. We've got 12 minutes of camera time left.
Well, I'm going to shoot Urkel.
Oh, he's going to shoot him.
With 7 shots.
Here we go. So, because turn 6 you can just sort of run off.
5, 6, 7.
Here we go.
Here are all the 1s.
Toughness 3 or 4.
Well, there's no 3s, so it doesn't matter. So 4 wounds at -2.
-2, so I think he's got... I don't think he has an invulnerable save. I'll have to double check that.
I'm happy to say he's dead.
I'll just assume he's got a 5-up invul just quickly, and then I'll just double check it, and if he's dead, he's dead. So, here we go. If he's got a 5-up invul, he passed 2, and then 6 ups, he'd lose 1 wound. I'm going to check it now, and then we'll come back with what actually happened. Urkel, the hero of this battle. Yeah, the Urgles do have a 5-up invulnerable save. I wasn't going crazy. They actually do. So he passed 2, and then he passed one of his inured to suffering rolls. So, yeah, he only lost a single wound. So, up over on this side, the Lieutenant who wants to take on the Archon.
Now, we did roll a 1 for the objective to be held this turn, or battle round. But it wasn't really going to benefit us because we've already maxed out our points. Lieutenant, 3 shots, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Everything hits.
Winding on 3s and +1, so winning on 2s, rerolling 1s. 3
All good.
wounds.
Here we go. 2 up saves. He's good. He's good. Last one. He's good. he is still alive. So there could be a turn 6 combat coming up very, very shortly. Yeah, that's the end of the turn. Nothing else to do. We don't have anything else left on the board. All right, let's go into turn 6. Drukhari, turn 6. The Archon is facing down Lieutenant McLieutenant, who is... we can't think of a name for him at the moment, so... basically...
Lieutenant McSniper.
Lieutenant McSniper, so he is going to try and snipe out this Archon. I did move Urkel the Urgle, so he's hiding now from the intercessors. If the Archon fails his charge here and then gets sniped out, it could be a bit of a game changer, so Overwatch, here we go. Nothing hit, but there is a 1. Oh, that's cocked, you reckon? Internet, is it cocked? Yeah,
that's a 6.
It's a 4. It lands in the
that's a 6.
Terrain of Doom. If you only had a reroll and a reroll. Now let's see. What distance does the Archon have to charge?
He will need a 7.
I do have a reroll on this, but he rolls a big 11.
Do you want to reroll
that? No. So this is the combat of the century right here. These two fierce warriors about to take each other on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice here.
You've got 4 wounds to get through.
I think I can maybe do it. Needing 2s to hit, re-rolling 1s. That's everything. 4s to wound. Wish me luck. I wound only twice with neg 3. Ooh. Oh! So he passes 1, fails 1. So how many wounds do I do? 1. Just the 1 wound.
And do you take a wound on a 1?
I don't. Your attack's back.
Can I get through this 2-up invuln? I'm hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s.
Yeah.
And
3s to wound.
3s plus 1 to wound. So 2s.
Ooh.
Re-rolling the 1s. 3 wounds!
Alright, here we go. He's good. He's good. He's good.
Oh.
He is loving it.
He has tanked everything.
He is. Oh, for the first time in a long time, my Archon is actually tanked up. If I play the Vizark as the Archon, it's good to go. That is the end of my turn. Your guys will go get Linebreaker over there, I'm going to assume.
Yes. So they're effectively out of the game.
Yep.
I'm going to use my last command point to give my... to do... I can't remember what it's called. The Raven Guard stratagem. To move out of combat, still shoot, but also be able to charge.
Okay. Go for it.
So, I am going to be... Because the game is fun, I won't shoot Urkel, even though he's been the bane of my existence. I will shoot the Archon just to try to get some pride and kill him.
Everything hits.
Everything... wounds.
Everything wounds. Here we go. First one. Passes. Second one.
Yes!
Oh, there we go. There we go. And then he'll pass his 4-up invul, because I think they've got
no, it's minus. It's a -3.
They got a 4-up invul, I think, once their other one goes. Or a 5-up. I'm not sure. Like, they do have an invul.
Because it does 2 damage each. Might have to check that.
So we'll do the 2 damage on this one. So he's taken 2 wounds. He's got 5 wounds. And then the other one, we'll just assume it goes through. He takes 1 wound. So he's got 2 wounds left.
Alright.
2 wounds left.
I'll charge him either way.
Alright, let's do it. So he's in.
I can't fail. Oh, do you want to do your blaster?
Oh, yep. Blast pistol. And it wounds.
He's got 1 wound left. Oh, that was a wound.
That's 6 wounds. But that is the end of the game. Dirk will tally it all up. God, what is left is there's Urkel, there's the Vizark Archon, and what, 6?
7 interceptors. Intercessors.
No, 6 intercessors left. Whoa, what a game. Let's wrap it up. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. What a game. Did you enjoy that?
I did. It was very nice to see how well our lists go in this practice match. So thank you very much.
Thank you. So yeah, like Dirk did a nice thing by not shooting my Urkel the Urgle at the end, just because we had a fun game. But that's like in the spirit of Arc and all that. Right. So that's why we do it. But yeah, that was really fun. Like I think I've still got to learn a little bit with my list. I think there was quite a few things I forgot to do with my army, and I've really got to learn it. Probably got to learn how to place Drazar and everything else a little bit better, just to keep him alive. Yep. Probably could have played around a little bit more with the Court of the Archon to just, even though they're not benefiting with the Archon there because they get reroll hits and all that other cool stuff with the Archon around.
And the Warlord trait you were saying, not to have Drazar as the Warlord, doesn't really give you much benefit. Like
it does, like the reroll to wounds if it's clinch and he's killing.
He's already got +1 to wound, so
yeah. So
and he attacks twice. He said, so does he really need it?
Yeah, he's going to blitz most things. So if I put that on the Archon, then
gives you a bit more versatility, I reckon.
And with the Phoenix Rising stuff, like I might even have a play around with some of the other obsessions that I could do, see if they actually benefit the list a little bit more. I reckon I might take these guys to Arc.
Yeah. And obviously with chapter approved, we might see some changes.
Yeah, so I might be able to actually squeeze a bit more in the army. Yep. So, you know, that's going to be really, really cool. Overall, how do you think your list did?
It is a good Arc list. It's tough. I'm ticking all the boxes as far as the points. So can't really ask for much more. I did win the roll-off to go first, so my army is very powerful when it goes first turn with Master of Ambush. Having that ability is really good. So I know it can do a lot of damage on turn 1, which is why I like to see how it goes turn 2. And obviously with a lot of these kind of missions, it benefits kind of going turn 2 for objectives as well. So just seeing how that goes. So overall, yeah, good list. Might tweak a few things, but we'll see after chapter approve, I guess.
Yeah. And anyone else that's going to be going to Arc, give us a holler as well. If you want a game, Dirk and I are keen to test out our lists. And if we've got a bit of time and want to jump on the channel, have a Arc practice game on there as well, let us know. Yeah, it's going to be really good Arc this year. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it, especially because it's probably going to be one of my last tournaments for a while. So I'll see if I can back up that third spot. You got to beat 9th? Yep. So
I progressively got better. 21st, 11th, 9th. So hopefully I can get better.
I think I was something like 100th, 70th. Then I think one year I got 30, something like 38, 39. And I was like, oh, that's probably my cap. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, you know, getting third, I'm like, oh.
It was all those practice games.
Yes, we did do a lot of practice games, so yeah. So I've got to do a lot of practice games now. And just for anyone wondering, yeah, Dirk is actually really tall. Normally we sit down when we do this stuff, and we're on an even height. But Dirk, how tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
Yes, and he's wearing shoes. I am not wearing shoes, so that's like, you know, he's about 6 inches taller than me at the moment.
Doesn't matter.
So there you go. Get my butt kicked by a bigger kid. That's Alright guys, thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll hopefully see you in another report really soon.